If you asked an American, when is Independence Day celebrated? Most could tell you, July 4th. If we look back at Hawaiian history, there is a similar holiday, but many Native Hawaiians either don't know about it or have only just recently learned about it. And if you want to know just why that is, you can start by looking at the state's education system. In 1776, the U.S. declared its independence from Great Britain. In 1843, the Hawaiian Kingdom had its own Independence Day, called La Ku'oko'a, celebrated on November 28th. The day marking when Great Britain and France recognized Hawaii's independence. But the holiday, along with much of the Native Hawaiian people's culture and history, was lost after the overthrow of the Hawaiian Kingdom 50 years later. Kau'e Sai Dubois is a Native Hawaiian historian.
Because they're not taught in the schools, they're not in the history books. You know, in the early 1900s, posted in every government office all over Hawaii during the territorial days, there were signs that hung in every government office that said, "Speak American, the language, speak English, the language of America."
The state's first and only Hawaiian governor says he's only recently learned about the holiday.
We weren't taught that much about Hawaiian history. We didn't have it in schools.
When asked, the Hawaii Department of Education last year said, quote, "Currently, the department does not have any curriculum or standards that address the topic of La Ku'oko'a. This year, it says it's added resources about the holiday to its curriculum design website, but it's up to teachers and schools to formulate their own curriculum." Julie Reyes-Oda taught the holiday last year at Nanakuli Intermediate and High School. In your 20 years of teaching, how many other teachers did you run into who taught this holiday in class?
That I know of, I don't think any if they weren't at a Hawaiian immersion school.
So you don't know any?
Personally, no.
4 former Hawaii governors are now coming out in support of the holiday's teaching.
The kids especially need to know about the past, the full past. Right now, they're not getting it, I think.
As you accumulate knowledge, whether it's about Hawaiian history or anything else, you accumulate it, you collate it, and then you pass it on.
I think they ought to be encouraged to be part of the curriculum. Young people growing up in Hawaii ought to know what our history and what our legacy is all about.
I don't think that there should be any limitation.
Hawaii's current governor is echoing a sentiment of support. He told us, quote, "This annual commemoration holds deep significance for both me and the First Lady, who is Native Hawaiian, as it honors the often overlooked recognition of the Kingdom of Hawaii's independence. We deeply appreciate the educators who incorporate the DOE's La Ku'oko'a resources into their lessons." Although the DOE has yet to commit to changes to its current social studies standards that could include more comprehensive Hawaiian history, the work by the Hawaiian people to restore their culture is reaching new heights. In the past several years, La Ku'oko'a celebrations happening from atop Mauna Kea, the streets of Honolulu, and across the island chain. A generation wanting to reconnect to the foundation their ancestors left for them. Eddie Dowd, Hawaii News Now.